Everybody, welcome back, Falcon, Dragonfall, Director's Cut. Let's get the game going on now, shall we? So, last two videos I'm gonna say we kind of concluded the whole trip over to this area that we're at right now, which was basically for the fact that we were trying to find Green Winters, who is the dude that gave us the initial quest that caused Monica to die, right? So we found him, his body was, we found him dead, essentially what happened. But in the process of doing so, we ran into this guy over here, Blitz, and he told us that, he had access to this safe over here, which just came out of. And if we were interested about what was going on in that safe, which was, he promised a lot of luxurious items, and did we get luxurious items? I would say we didn't. I would say that we essentially got like 1,000 something credits and like one nitro, whatever the fuck that was. Well, it was like a item to use in combat. So that's all we got for that mission, and it was really worth it, but we also fought some of the scariest fucking enemies so far that was just like, terrifying in itself. And then secondly, we had RNGesus decide to play terrible with us today and was kind of busting my balls. Like, I was missing a bunch of like up close and personal shots, like 72% shots up front continuously, like 3 times in a row. So it made it really exciting, but same time, kind of terrible to actually deal with. But we got through it, and that's what really matters, and hey, here we are. So either way, that was a fun mission. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. We're gonna continue on. Where remember, we did find all of Silk's items upstairs, so this is another side quest that we're gonna be completing right now. Have you found my stuff yet? I really need that money. I have it, but I think I deserve some credits for my effort. Yeah, let's use my charisma for this. Okay, yeah, I can get behind that. So she gave me 100. She presses her thumb to the encoded cred stick you retrieve for her, and its display comes to life. She presses to you creds, and 100 Yuan is instantly transferred from her account to yours. There, all done. Thank you again so much. I don't think I'd ever have seen this stuff again if it weren't for you. You would have. Or you wouldn't have. So you helped me when no one else would. That means a lot. Enjoy the money. You earned it. So, yeah, we got 1 karma and 100 credits. So I guess what really matters there is the karma, not really the credits, but whatever. That's something. We did a good deed. I guess I should feel kind of good about that. What can I do for you, new guy? Nothing at all, my friend. Now, is Party Girl still around? She is. But I think we found some drugs upstairs, but I sent them to the stash, which... that sentence itself sounds like just like drug lingo immediately, doesn't it? Yeah, I found some drugs upstairs, but I sent it to the stash. But no, we already had done her little side thing, and all she told us was about some sort of giant in the penthouse suite that ran around in his underwear. And you know what? I thought she was full of shit, but she wasn't. She was right. There was a troll up there. That's the one that we fought last episode, I'm pretty sure. That was terrifying. Yeah, I have no cram for you. Oh, I just wanted to verify your story to let you know that you're not nuts, but okay. So everything else here is done, right? Oh my lord. That is a big BB dub right here. Look at this shit, man. Girl, you know what? If you have it, you flaunt it, I guess, but, a little bit too big for my taste, but hey, whatever it is. And then we have, I'm not sure what's happening there. Let's just leave. This place is getting fucking freakier by the second here. Alright, let's get out of here. Later on, big orc. And so what's going on with Blitz here? Is he going to be like part of our member? Oh, there he goes. Hey, thanks for the assist. Can't tell you how happy I am to leave this place behind. Keep your thanks, it was just business. Happy to help. It must have been terrible to be stuck in here. Sure, no problem. I don't want to be that much of a dick. Blitz nods at you, then abruptly changes the subject. Say, you wouldn't happen to need a Nova Hot Decker, would you? Because I suddenly find myself unemployed. Decker. I'm a Decker, so no, I'm afraid not. The position's been filled. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I am a Decker, but it was I'm not sure what the hell happened to my voice right there. I apologize. Porky Pig decided to come out. What worries me is that if I choose Decker, would it make him not join? I'll try it either way. Oh, damn. Well, I also have some rigging skills. I can do that, too. And I'm pretty handy with a gun. Worst case scenario, I'm another warm body to fill the ranks if something takes a hit. Come on, buddy. Let me sign up with you. You won't regret it. Yeah. Excellent. Fantastic. I promise you won't regret it. Alrighty, sweet. So we got a little bit of a Steam achievement there. Nova bot or not? Or Nova hot or not? Alrighty. So I don't really care about the whole chatter amongst them both, honestly, but it was just like, I wanted to get another extra team member because, sure, I'm already a decker, so we have that position filled in a sense, but at the same time, having another extra body for fights is always pretty good because he did kind of come in useful for that last mission. Although he's also the one that kind of put us in that really tough spot to begin with, so I don't know. Hopefully it pays off. Let's continue over here. Alrighty. Crew advancement available. As you lead your team through the shadows, your companions will continue to develop and learn new combat skills. Clicking the icon in the lower right-hand corner of the screen will open up a crew advancement menu. When this icon is highlighted, one or more of your characters is eligible to learn new combat skills. At each advancement level, you may choose one or two possible combat skills for each of your runners. Choose wisely. Alright, so let's take a look at this here really quickly. So this is kind of like almost like XCOM's like little leveling up process as well. I keep using XCOM for an example a lot for this game, don't I? I guess I just really need to play XCOM right now. They're both different games, but they do share some similarities, and they're both good games too, so that's what really matters, right? Alright, so Eager, let's see here, or Iger. You have Sniper Specialist. Iger gains the sniper rifle ability that increases accuracy by 36 for one shot. Costs 2 AP and cooldown is 3, and then Shotgun Specialist. Iger gains the shotgun ability that imbalances targets, making them easier to hit on subsequent attacks. You know what? I would love to have a Shotgun Specialist, but damn, she's been so good with the sniper, hasn't she? Gains a sniper rifle that increases accuracy for 35 for one shot. Cooldown 3. You know what? Let me get the shotgun just so we could kind of get a little bit of variety in our choosing here. So yeah, we'll go with that one. Making them easier to hit on the subsequent attacks. So this kind of almost works like the daggers as well, doesn't it? Yeah, so we'll go with that one. Well, oh, for all of them, no, I just wanted to, yeah, so she goes on Shotgun Specialist, then this dude over here. Diedrich, Anarchist Shaman. What are we looking at here? We have Meltdown. What does this one do? Diedrich's Electrocore spell now strips 1 armor from the affected target. And Bladed Specialist, Diedrich, trains further with thrown weapons, increasing his accuracy with throwing knives. I think this is probably better because honestly, he's been really terrible with his aim with those knives, so we'll go with that one. Glory, on the other hand, we have Razor Specialist, gains ability Compound Attack. Glory gains the melee attack, a razor slash followed by a kick, pierces up to 1 armor, may do AP damage. And then Pistol Specialist, Glory gains the pistol ability. Firepower round does an additional 2 damage and pierces up to 2 armor, casts 1 AP. Let me go with this. I feel like I haven't been using enough melee attacks with her. And that pistol has been fucking dog shit terrible anyway, so we might as well try to take her down a different type of path, right? So Razor Specialist might just work out. So we'll do that one. And so Razor Specialist, we'll do Blade Specialist, and we'll do Shotgun Specialist. Specialist, Specialist, Specialist. I feel like I was getting tongue-tied right there. So here we go. Confirm all. All is good in the world. Cool. So let's cancel out of here. Nice. Just double checking, make sure this is fine. Yep. Alrighty, good. So now we go back. And as I have to explain to Paul now how we have an extra team member, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, if I run into this guy, he's now part of us. I'm already taking the team in a different route. Can we talk to Blitz here? Maybe learn a little bit about this individual. Blitz, you want to talk to me, man? Hey, Chief, you need something? Just checking in. You doing alright? Now that you're all settled in, I've got some questions for you. Yeah, let's do that. I suppose, but try to keep it short, okay, Chief? I've got things to do. How long were you in Dogan Keep? Or Drogan Keep? I ended up after the Anarchist Revolution of 39. I was just a kid back then, too young to realize how good I was, how much money I could have made working the shadows. And so, being young and dumb, I fell into a gang crowd, and that was it. You were a member of a drug gang. Why should I trust you? Why wouldn't you, Chief? I mean, just look at me. I'm a trustworthy guy. Prove it. Tell me about the gang that you ran with. Well, I don't know all that much, Chief. I wasn't a member of the gang leadership or anything. I'm not really sure why you care either. Consider it a test. I need to know where your loyalties lie. If that's what it would take to trust me, fine. Anything for you, Chief. Well, where to begin? When I first arrived at Drogan Keep, I kept some time taking in the lay of the land. The Schwarzer Hadizen. Oh god, I just butchered that one completely. We're still a pretty small gang, strictly street level, but I could see that they were going places. I did a little pro bono decking for their leader, a fat little dwarf named Dieter. Soon enough, I was part of the family. For a drug gang, the Schwarz Hadizen were decent enough folks. I made a lot of money with them, helped them take the hotel in the first place. We had a lot of good years there. Then Dieter was killed in a firefight, and our happy little family fell apart. Was that when the hotel got attacked? Not exactly. The Schwarzheisen maintained their hold on Drogenkippe, but the change of leadership was bad news for me. After Dieter kicked the bucket, his second-in-command took over. She was a real piece of work, called herself Leonie Luster. She had a vicious streak a mile long, and she was none too fond of me. Can't imagine why not. I know, what's not to like? Maybe she felt threatened by the friendship with Dieter back before he ate that bullet, or maybe she was just jealous of my rugged good looks. Who the hell knows? The point is, she went after me vigorously. Within 24 hours of Dieter's death, I had a price on my head, and then the hotel got taken over. So that's what you need to know about the Schwarzheisen. They were a great gang, a powerful gang. I helped to make them that way. Then they had the management turnover and everything went to hell. That's it, end of story. Anything else you want to talk about? Intelligence 2, wait a second, this isn't it. There are some pretty big holes in that story. Let's use that. Come on, Chief, this is all ancient history. Wouldn't you rather talk about the future? The runs we're going to go on, all the money we're going to make? Blitz, tell me, what happened between Luster putting the price on your head and the hotel getting attacked? Alright, Chief, fine. That's what it'll take to make you happy. So I was in a bind, right? The member of the Schwarzheisen who were loyal to Luster were all the way out for blood, and none of the others were going to stick their necks out for me. The advantage of being a ganger in protection in numbers, when those numbers turn against you, you gotta get creative if you want to stay alive. What I had to do, Luster had to declare war on me, so I retaliated and I won, all without even firing a shot. You won't be satisfied until I spill it all out, will you? Okay, fine. I hacked into Luster's computer and sent all of her information to a rival organization. Remember Frank from the hotel? He was my liaison. They hit the Schwarzheisen and they hit him hard. They took over the hotel and then they took me. I'll admit that the plan backfired a little. Served you right for ratting on your own gang. You're a traitor, Blitz. Yep, you are. Whoa, whoa, back down, Chief. Remember, they betrayed me first. I did the only thing I could to keep myself alive. Doesn't matter what they did. What you did was still wrong. I don't like what you did, but I guess I can understand why you did it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. He makes a good point, right? I mean, they were out to get him. He had to kind of defend himself against the fucking entire gang. I guess that's the only way you could do it, right? Thanks, Chief. I knew you'd understand. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to get back to what I was doing. We'll talk later, I'm sure. And Chief, I'm glad to be a member of the team. Now, first and foremost, you're a sketchy dude still. Secondly, stop calling me Chief, motherfucker, alright? It feels like it's very condescending on this part, you know? Alrighty, so, oh, Dante, yeah, how you doing there, bro? A little doggy? What's going on, dog? Aw, look at this guy, he's always so sad. Well, I guess, you know, his owner was just killed recently, so I guess he would be sad because of that. It makes perfect sense. Let me just pet him. Keep him a little bit happy, you know. Keep the morale around the base up, you know? So we have Dietrich over here. Let's find out what's going on with Dietrich after this mission. Anything you need to tell me, old timer? Let's get the old Irish accent going on. Hey, boss, what can I do for you? How you holding up? You seem to take Monica's dead harder than the others did. Nah, no harder, but I'm less buttoned up than the others are. Ega never let herself show any weakness in glory. Well, she's too full of chromo to feel much of anything. Me, I don't give a damn. I've spent too much of my life putting on a show for others already. What do you mean by that? I used to front a punk band way back then. Believe it or not, I've spent a pretty good chunk of my life on stage. Whenever we weren't playing, I was living up to the fans' expectation, spouting off, getting into fights, getting drunk, getting laid. Not a bad life, all things considered. Wait a second, you can sing? What was your band called? How did you go from fronting a band to running with shadows? Wasn't a big leap as you'd think. I already had a healthy disrespect for authority, and all I had was the magic to back it up. One thing about the Chan is, as long as you keep your idol happy, it doesn't matter what else you do. The Dragon Slayer chose me to be a servant, and as long as I was strapping with someone bigger than me, he didn't much care for whether I did it on stage or in the shadows. Alrighty. Tell me about the Dragon Slayer? Yeah, what the fuck is the Dragon Slayer? Sounds like a rock band or something. Not much to tell. He chose me when I was just a kid. Should have probably said a wee lass, right? But then again, he's not really Irish. I just given him an Irish or Scottish accent for no reason. I could always feel him in my heart, goading me to laugh louder, hit harder, and get rowdier than the rest. Of course, my family didn't understand. But the hell with them, I thought. I knew what was a design for greater things. So I listened to him and I cracked the skulls of a lot of bad people. He saw this and was pleased, and rewarded me with magic. And I used that magic to crack bigger, thicker skulls and so on. It's a simple life, but a good one. Yeah. It's good. So long, Dietrich. Take it easy, boss. Alrighty, so talk to Diedrich. Anybody else? We got Iger and Glory still. Might as well do that. Iger, you feeling a little bit better now, huh? Look, I owe you an apology. Oh, is that so? Yeah, it is. When Monica died, I was pissed. That probably doesn't come as a huge surprise, but I took that anger out on you and shouldn't have. Seeing Winter's body like that was enough to convince me you couldn't have done anything to help Monica, and I couldn't have either. We're dealing with something new. Monica was a good friend of mine. Her death hurt. I got carried away, and I said some things I shouldn't have. I want to apologize for that. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. There's a few things I wanted to say. Go ahead, nobody's stopping you. I accept your apology, but if you ever insult me in front of the team again, you're going to regret it. That's a promise. Yeah, let's go with that one. Some backbone. That's good to see. Don't worry, El Falco. I won't question your competence again. Not in front of the others, at least. But I won't lie. I still have concerns about you. That's your prerogative, but don't forget who leads this team. Don't worry, I won't. You should go, fearless leader. I've got prep work to do for our next turn, and you've got more important things to do than watch me pack my gear. Alrighty. Well, at least she's accepted us as the leader of the group now. To some extent, at least she's following the chain of command. Not gonna really accept us completely, but you know, it is what it is. And 1 second, my birds are being really loud. Alrighty, I think it's under control now, but I won't make any promises. You never need to worry about me, El Falco. I'm fine. Any thoughts about the last run? No, El Falco, nothing right now. You can't have started running with Shadows much more than 5 years ago tops, so what's with the vintage chrome? It's pretty good. That's not a story that I'm interested in telling you out of context. If you really want to get into it, we're going to need to go back, way back. I'm not sure you want to do that. You say that you'll give me answers when we talk about your past, so let's talk about it. Why do you care? Because I'm the leader of this team and I need to know as much as I can about the runners who are working with me. Yeah, sounds like a good excuse. Alright, fine, we can talk, but we're doing it on my terms. This is a long story, El Falco. Long and ugly and cruel. Are you sure you want to hear about this? Jesus, you're making it sound so fucking depressing. Quit stalling and start talking. Alright, I'm going to start at the beginning. Not for you, for me. I guess that it might help me to say all of this out loud. My family lived in Stuttgart. It was a nice place enough, I suppose. My parents worked as wage slaves for IFMU. My mom was a good person. Once upon a time, my father was a decent person as well. That's what Mom has always told me, but I never knew him that way. The dad that I knew was an old, damaged Euro War vet who turned out to hardline religion to make sense of the world. In Stuttgart, that means that either the Ritter, Christie, and their fascist cousins, the Kreuzritters? All these German words that I butcher, man. My father chose the later path. I still don't remember when hiding in my room when my father had his Kreuzritter brothers over for prayer group. They would drink and get rowdy, then spend an hour or two riling themselves up with the talks about heretics and the devil's work. Then they'd go find some poor elf or dwarf, stomp the living shit out of him, and drown him in the Neckar. Meanwhile, I'd be holed up at home with my mom, who would commemorate the event by drinking a bottle of wine and crying herself to sleep. Just elves and dwarves? I'd assume that a mage or an orc would make more tempting targets. What, you mean pick on a victim who could fight back? Glory shakes her head. No, my father and his pack of jackals weren't up for that kind of trouble. They'd had more than enough of real combat when they were young men back in the Euro Wars. They just wanted to feel big and in control of their lives again, and it didn't matter to them who they hurt in the process. Anyway, aside from the fact that my dad and his buddies were a bunch of murderous assholes, life was pretty normal. I went to school, made friends, hung out with my mom, kid stuff. Then I turned 14 and everything went to shit. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Airing this stuff out is clearly helping you work through it. Yeah, it is, but I'm not going to be able to get through this one by sitting. You need to understand that. Now, let's go back to the job at hand, shall we? Alrighty, so that's all she's going to tell us for now. So I guess as we go along, we do some more missions, you'll probably open up a little bit more. So I think that's just about everybody now. We could talk to, here and complete our mission. Who is this, Paul? I think it's Paul. Iger has told me that Green Winter's dead. She said that he died in the same manner that Monica did. She shouldn't have done that. Speaking for the team is my job, not hers. Yep, it's true. Fuck Iger. Do not be too hard on her. The sight of Winter's dead body has shaken her to a considerable extent. She also mentioned that you found something in Winter's safe, a package full of very old discs. May I see them? Of course. Of course! Good God. I haven't seen one of these since I was a boy. This is a DVD-RW, a data storage medium from the mid-2000s. DVD-RW. We're so ancient to this world, apparently. I'm amazed that Winters was able to find a device that could play it. Do you know how we can read these things? Yeah, it's called a DVD player, man. The first disc that I looked at might be readable. The others are damaged, some severely so. I have my doubts about them. For now, let's concentrate on the undamaged disc. There's a little shop outside, the Data Haven. Talk to the proprietor, Maliti Holie. She might be able to help. Tell her to put on the cost of the device on my account. I'm on it. Alright, so we have a little fetch quest going on here. Talk to Maliti about playing back a DVD. Well, I mean, honestly, it sounds really like, whoa, that's way back to them, right? But even DVDs to us sound a little bit kind of dated at this point, right? I mean, considering Blu-rays and like, well, I mean, even Blu-rays seem a little, well, not completely dated, but somewhat dated considering, you know, everything is like digital now. Not everything, but the majority of things are digital. Then you have Blu-ray and then DVDs. I mean, DVDs are essentially pointless at this point. Who wants to watch videos in 480p, right? Especially when you have like a widescreen TV and you watch a DVD, it looks like shit, man. But, you know, whatever. I'm getting into a different thing altogether here. Let me talk to this little dwarf here. Oh, she's a chubby dwarf from earlier. I remember her. Is she a dwarf? I'm not sure what the hell she is. Welcome back. What can I do for you? Oh, I have a broken drone. I acquired this drone. Can you get it up and running again? Yeah, I got something for you to get up and running. If you know what I mean. Yeah, probably. It might take me a bit. It might take a bit of doing, though. I love working on these old corp drones. Can't make you any guarantees, but either way, it's on the house. Should we let her do it, or should we do it? I guess we'll let her do it, huh? I'll start it right now. See you later. Hang on a second. There was something else I wanted to talk to you about. I'm looking for something that can play back a DVD RW. Really? That is old tech. Very old. In fact, just a moment. I will go look. She turns to rummage through a bin of obsolete components at the back of her stall. Ah, yes, here we are. The display has old enough hookups to connect to a DVD player. RCA, you know, vintage. The player itself, though, this I do not have. You may wish to try your luck down in the junkyard. There is a scavenger there, a primitive man with a crude disposition. If anyone here in Crossbuster can help you find your DVD player, he can. But he will almost certainly attempt to overcharge you for it. But you are not here for gossip. Shall we conclude our business? I would give you for the display, say, 200 yen? Or new yen? Paul Amsel said to charge to his account. Ah, very well. I will have it packaged up and delivered to Herr Hamsel straight away. Best of luck finding your DVD reader. I wish you well. Hi, thank you. She's very kind individual, and she's gonna do our or try to fix her drone for free, which I don't know how long that's gonna take, but hey, at least it's something. Alright, so how about we call it an episode here today, guys, and we'll pick up next time and go and see about this DVD player, whatever that might be, right? DVD player? Oh, so old! Either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, I encourage you to leave a thumbs up, leave a like. The support really does mean a lot, especially for the growth of the channel itself. Other than that, I will catch you next time.